it's me, Mario, and Roshi! What is up everyone, I'm Nick Ashgill speaking. I suddenly realised where I went wrong in my past discussion videos. I was acting too plain with no interaction with my body, plus no emotions at all. Plus my voice was too flat. But that won't happen in my new series. Oh no it won't. I am making a comeback! And here's how the video is going to work. I'm going to interact with my close friends and or with cousins, but I'll make the video shorter, like 1 or 2 parts with a total of 15 minutes. A topic will be discussed from both views, and I'll make sure that the call from my close friends could be heard much better, because I did have issues with that when I did my discussion time with friends video, but that was just the first attempt. There's always room for improvement, and you know what they say, practice makes perfect. I can make a difference, I can improve this new series and make sure that my friends are all entertained with some interesting topics. We'll have to see what happens next, but for now, see you around. I'm here with my first guest. Well, actually he's a close friend of mine from university and in the same class. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Hello there, my name is Nathaniel, also known as Sniper on YouTube, but I hardly use it now. But
And our topic for this episode is driving experience talk, or discussion, however you put it.
but we're actually on this when we were both actually doing our driving lessons. Well, basically, just started driving lessons like last year. It's been a while now. You know, and before I actually done with driving lessons, I did do like a little bit of driving before then, just around the parking space, like when I got my provisional, and you know, just getting used to the brakes and that stuff, and the clutch. But gosh, yeah, thinking back, it was very novice stuff. I was literally in a parking space like 2 in the morning, just driving 2 miles per hour and just doing everything like super slowly. Yeah, I think I've come a long way since that part. First lesson, we went through the basics, you know, just like everyone would probably go through, you know, just getting used to the clutch, the brakes, you know, the pedals and everything, you know, just make sure you actually know how to use them stuff. The mirrors, very important. And yeah, we drove around a few back roads, you know, a good while. And I remember thinking to myself, a few days, I thought, yeah, I think get used to this, you know, it's not too bad. And until he brings me to a main road, and he's just telling me like I'm doing everything, like I need to check everything. I'm like what the hell? Like so I'm driving forward, I've got to do like 50 different things. So to look in the mirror and keep at this speed, and yeah, it was just it. Yeah, the first time it was a lot of stuff to do. It was quite overwhelming. I have to admit. Oh no, that was like at least 6 months ago now, so I've got a bit better since then. Currently just working in the maneuvers and stuff, and just looking in the mirrors, maneuvers, you know, they're quite strict, you know, stuff like the 3-point turn is literally that is a 3-point turn. You can't really do it another way too much, so they're kind of straightforward. Reverse parking is like, say it's straightforward, but then doing it in practice, it's not to look out for basically. So, yeah, just looking at my roundabouts and my reverse and just mirrors and stuff. Hopefully in the future I'll just ready to drive on the road.
It sounds like you're doing good so far. Hopefully you can keep this up and then soon you'll get your full license.
I need to get my full license like quite a while now, so yeah, I'm just looking forward to that. Oh yeah, like got to into like doing the theory. I think like for anyone who's actually looking to be driving, I say get that out of the way kind of first, because I also off the track where you kind of like you're almost ready, and I'm thinking, oh, I haven't done the theory though. So I had to kind of like literally sit back to the theory, and I think just get a book, just keep, you know, just reading it when you've got time. Should be okay for that.
For my 21st birthday, I got the driving theory test kit. So then I've been doing some revision with my driving theory tests, and studied through 14 different topics ranging from alertness to vulnerable road users to road signs, and it goes on like that.
the hazard perceptions and that. Yeah.
Oh no, not the hazard perception. You have to watch like 10 or 14 video clips trying to spot all the hazards. I mean, I got there in the end when I passed my test, which was a relief. Because the multiple choice is so easy, you can easily get high marks.
Just reading this stuff on common sense, like there'll be questions in there. You look at them, you think, well, obviously you're not going to be honking a horn at someone aggressive people out there, trying to cross a road. It just doesn't make sense. There's questions like this and that. It comes down to common sense and just read the stuff.
And it's good to look back at them like in the future in case you either need to refresh your mind or there's stuff you need to improve on. It can happen with any one of us. I mean, not everyone still follows the rules nowadays. Some do, but like, there are some crazy drivers. Watch out!
I just see like cars, I don't know how it happens, sometimes they stop at traffic light and they go way past the line they're supposed to stay behind. And I always get told by my instructor, like, if you did that in a test, that's it, you failed. So I'm just going, look at this, pass this test. I don't know. I guess it happens, we're not perfect. It has opened up my eyes. I don't really paid attention to that if it wasn't me doing my lesson. So it's quite interesting.
And for me, going through the practical stuff, I was actually quite surprised when my mum told me that the next morning I'll be doing my driving lessons, and I was like so surprised and so excited. I was like, wow, I'm actually driving, yay!
I know, I was actually new to it for a while, like, let's just do it, and I just have it like, yeah, we're driving now. It's a funny story, you actually told me.
Now, I started on Sunday the 16th, but I was told this on Saturday the 15th, aka...
yeah, my birthday. So yeah, that was like...
a funny coincidence.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
What are the chances in that? I don't know.
Yeah, very small chances, that was kind of funny when you talk about that. I can't really say I remember the day I started mine, but it was a good day, I remember that.
So with me, like, I started driving an Audi A3 using manual transmission. It is better to drive with that than an automatic, because once you pass with a manual test, you can do anything.
Exactly, ready for automatic as well, right. I do hear some people just do automatic. I guess for some people, like, it kind of depends. Like, I think for most cases, it's good to just go straight to manual. So after that, when you're ready for both, but I think maybe there's some special cases where some people are just thinking, I just want to get my driving lesson out of the way, I want it done fastest as possible. Forget manual, it's just extra, and they just want to get on the road. I guess to each their own, innit? But I do believe you have to take another test afterwards.
No, you start with the theory, then you do the practical, but then if you like for extra safety tips, you could do this Pass Plus program.
Oh, Pass that.
No, just like increases your skills and experience.
Yeah, but I guess the people who learn in automatic then have to learn to be manual automatic. They actually go into manual, don't they? I think that's what I heard, but don't quote me on that.
Well, I thought if you pass with an automatic, you can only do an automatic. There's no way of doing manual.
That means you have to do a test if you want to do a manual. You have to do another test, basically.
With certain people, they have like problems with gears using the 3 pedals, but for me, it was quite easy. I mean, the only problem is like you end up stalling. You do not want to do that.
Yes,
that could count as a fault, especially if you're like halfway through a procedure, like a mini roundabout. If you have to turn like right, like really tight, you have to be on first gear, not second.
If it's a small roundabout, you want to be on first. You want to be trying to do that second.
With a left turn, you can do it in second. Like you can be in like 10 miles an hour, and then it's all fine.
Instead of going left and right, you're going only go through one lane. Depends, innit?
Well, there's many other things that we've learned. When I first entered the dual carriageway and I was trying to aim for 40 miles an hour, when there's like cars like on my left or on my right, even large vehicles, I was terrified, like I was gonna do something wrong. But then I was fine after that, so it's a relief.
Yeah, I went through a place where I could 60, so I think it was not. I think that's like a little motorway.
No, but learner drivers can't go through a motorway unless you're on a single carriageway that has a 60. The highest I've ever gone was 50.
But there was hardly any cars, so it wasn't really too bad. It was quite literally straight. I went 60. I was just like, at which point where I kind of got used to the speed, so when I went back to like go down to 30, I can't explain, maybe because I'm so new at it, it just felt like I had to undo what I was just doing. It was kind of different because going like half the speed now.
When I did the reversing exercises, it was actually my toughest challenge. You like have
Yeah,
to
the
like
versus.
control the steering and then the clutch and then looking through your mirrors and blind spots.
Yeah. And
Wow.
you're just looking around like some raccoon. It's like, just make sure, make sure.
Yeah, just make sure
everything's
everything
behind.
is safe and then
Yeah.
watch out for pedestrians or other cars approaching.
First part.
That's a challenge. You have to go slow on that. You cannot rush it. I've seen most people do it quite quickly, but I have to take my time because you have to find the biting point first, and then you're not using the accelerator at all.
And all this between looking around everywhere, looking at your spot.
And there are like rules where you have to be within 2 car lengths and not just go slightly over it. Because there may be situations when you have a car there, and then you're trying to go there.
I just wonder why can't you just like let it wheel and just push it inside of the room, like sideways into there. Just be done with it.
I've actually seen a video of that where it actually is possible.
I actually got that from the Sheldon Soccer. It's like someone comes out of the car, she just like does this palm of the car and it's sliding to the parking space. Wow, that's really convenient, isn't it?
Maybe that could be the future generation of driving.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Makes life easier.
Just come out of the car and like, just hit into there, that'd be fun. Well, until then, I guess we will just stick to the convenient way. Up to when the younger people put their cars into the side like back in our day, we couldn't do that. We had to reverse it there and everything.
It's like as generations go by, we're all learning new stuff that others didn't in the past. It's like you can actually do more practice. Well, overall, like in terms of my performance, I've had some good runs and some bad runs. I mean, yes, my mood can change if things don't go well. But at the same time, we're still learning and improving.
Yeah,
and you know what they say, practice makes perfect.
Yeah, that's good. So I could say that same deal to you, what you just said really. Just that sometimes you're driving, like one day you had a good day, the next week you go, it's just like you're doing this wrong, doing that wrong, doing this wrong. Where the hell were these things I was doing wrong last week? Like, what are you on about? I mean, you sit down and thinking and stuff, I guess until you just fix it up. It's just rinse and repeat like that for how long after aiming for perfection. But
and also, like when you're driving, you always have to look out for everything. Like, there's always dangers no matter where you go.
So it's like the thing you want to do whilst you just rolled out of bed.
Just stay alert, react quickly, and avoid any possible accidents where possible.
It's even not a good idea to be in the car, drive a car whilst you're angry.
That just makes things worse. You just have to control your mood as well.
Shows how important concentration is.
Because like once you make one mistake, you can end up messing up the rest of your run. And I have had that before.
Oh, like you make a mistake, but they kind of bring it up and it kind of like it kind of takes you off your flow, sort of thing.
It does in a way, but then we all learn from our mistakes. No one can have a perfect run. When some people say I've done it in like say 24 lessons, someone did it in 46, but it's not to do with the number, it's about how you adapt your skills.
Yeah, everyone's different. Got a good number of lessons, but yeah, everyone's different. In fact, I don't really watch another person how well they do. But that being said, I do intend to try and pass this the first time. It's kind of because like my mum, she passed it the first time. I know it doesn't really matter, but I know she's gonna be looking at me like, yeah.
You just want to set high standards.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of like a little thing you got going. One got going where she passed me. Yeah, I passed the first time.
But everyone just has like different learning processes. Driving can be tough. It's also a fun experience. You should try it one day if you feel like you would like to drive one day. And remember, you are in control of the car. So do everything right, listen to your instructor, and nothing can go wrong. Just take your time, don't rush. Especially the biting point. You do not want to rush the clutch part.
You don't mess with the bike, or it'll bite you.
And don't treat driving like Mario Kart. It's not the same.
Yeah, don't try them. We call them the drifts. Drift moves.
No. That's crazy driving. No, I've seen enough of that.
I'm not gonna get any gold points for that. Trust me. Go for it. Follow the rules, really. And do what you can. Just do it at your own pace.
Don't force yourself to extreme standards. Stick to what is best for you.
Yeah. Basically, don't stress yourself out. Just get out of the way.
For all of those who are watching, what did you think of this discussion? You can share your ideas in the comment section down below. And thank you very much for being a part of my Facecam project.
Thanks for having me.
And as for me, thank you for watching, take care, and we'll see what happens in the next part. See ya!